it's Becky here. I wanted to do a nice video of this corner I have in my backyard because it has really evolved over the years, and I think it's beautiful in person, but I don't know if it really, comes out in a video. So I just wanted to take my time and just show what I have going on here and how it has all changed. But each end has a holly. It's one of those round, big holly bushes. This is a compact, soft touch holly right here. The hedge, I planted several on each side. See the little hedge. This is the size it really is gonna pretty much be. Let me get down here. It gets about 2 feet tall by 2 feet wide. So I decided, I had hops growing on this arbor here for the first 3 years, and I tried to rip it all out this past fall because it is super invasive, and I'd put it in the class with bamboo or something. So it's a commitment when you plant it, and I didn't realize how crazy it was going to get, so I admit that. But here's another incredibly invasive plant that I've already cut it back once this year, and it's just April. So this is the sweet autumn clematis. I know I may not pronounce that like other people, but I don't care. So it looks really great, and honestly it grows fast, but it has produced 500 babies that are coming up out here. So another sort of invasive plant, I know there's something wrong with me, is these. This is the Rose of Sharon hibiscus plant, and I have tried to form these into a tree sort of, and I'm trying to get them to do almost like a wall, like a spilier. I know I said that wrong too. Anyway, we'll see. This one on the right here does not really show sign of life yet this year, so I'm not sure if it's gonna die or not. So I have some irises here that I have just moved from different places in the yard, and every year when they keep getting bigger and bigger, I give them away, I produce more. This slate walkway was actually on our property when we bought this house. It does get slick when it gets wet, so I put it here so it wouldn't be like a main walkway where people coming over are gonna break their neck on it. So I figured that was a better deal. This is a young Rose of Sharon that has planted itself right here, so I was cool with it. I just left it, but I've actually pulled out hundreds of them, and you can see if I get really down here, these are clematis growing. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one. See what I mean? They're everywhere. So I'm having a garden party this Saturday, and so anybody wants one, they're welcome to just grab as many as they want, because that's what most of those sprouts are. They're really pretty in the fall, so it's tough because I really enjoy them. But I've recently started meditating, and if you're a person that doesn't really know me, I'm not somebody you would ever picture would be doing any kind of meditation, but it's really helped me. My mental health is so much better since I've been faithfully going to therapy once a week, and I really like my therapist, and so we did some meditation together, and it was so nice. So I just can't say enough good things about it. So I'm making this little, kind of like a little private space, so I can just kind of get away from myself, get away from everything, and just chill. So I'm trying to find ways to make it feel more secluded in there. But anyway, I highly recommend it to anybody who's thought about it. It has probably saved my sanity. I'll get back down here and show that this is creeping thyme, and it is spreading. Sometimes it does have a little purple flower on it, but I'm not sure if it's summer, fall, whatever, because it's really just starting to take off. I have several dianthus in this bed because, like, here's one. They're really pretty. When it gets, if you don't know anything about these stay green year round. And if you see where things are done, if you just pull it off like that, it'll keep producing more all throughout the summer, and they're gorgeous. So these are very young. The 1, 2, 3, those are young. That one I've had a little while, the white one. But as I turn this way, I'll try to get a good angle. You know, I'm not a great videographer, but these dianthus have been here since I first planted up this bed. So this is 2 plants, I think, and this was 1 or 2. So they do great. If you notice something starting to discolor on it and it sort of looks like white, like it's dying, just pull it off and it'll just keep producing stuff. This is awesome. It'll at some point kind of hang over the little wall I made. See, there's another clematis right there that I've left to grow that big in case somebody wants it this Saturday. I have another dianthus that I've had for 2-3 years right there. That is Creeping Jenny, and I can't say enough good things about Creeping Jenny. The video still doesn't do justice. Look, my kids are acting up. The video just, these are huge. They're not really, this is from 1 plant, and I'm really not joking. Some of these are like 6 or 8 inches tall. I mean, this is sort of showing it, but this was 1 plant that was over there under that holly bush, and it has spread like this. I actually have a stone crop sedum planted in here. Like, there's one of its, see, it's slightly different color, but it is being totally drowned by, it's insane. I don't even know what to say. I love it. It's beautiful. This is, I would say, one of my pride and joy plants. This is a floribunda. I would have to look it up to remember what kind. This rose is gorgeous all through the year. See, it already has buds on it. I have 3 probably. They're close. They're gonna open in the next couple days. It is supposed to get cold tonight, so or tomorrow night. I am gonna throw a sheet over these because I don't want to lose like these 30 blooms that are coming. So I'm pretty excited. Oh, let me show you this little butterfly. I found it and rescued it from the yard, and I carried it over here on the stick. Look at this guy. It's really cute. I don't know if I can, wait, let me try. Look at all the pollen on his little legs. I don't know if he's just resting or, I don't know. But I put it here hoping to save it from the dogs so it could live. So this is Dusty Miller, and it has lived through the winter. And it's actually grown quite a bit here lately. So 1, 2 Dusty Millers. They've done great. I like it because it gives good color against the dark wall of the fence. And then in here I have lamb's ear. And then what I'm really wanting to show is right there. That is what's called a Roseanne geranium. And it's a hardy geranium that will come back year after year. It has a pretty light purple flower. And I have more geraniums here. These are also hardy geraniums, these lilac colored, but I've had these since I first did this bed, and I noticed that they get this great flush in the spring, and then they don't really flower regularly after that. So I'm not sure if it's me or if it's them. Anyway, but they're really pretty, so I special ordered that Roseanne to see if it does any better. This, I'm gonna say this probably incorrectly, I call it a peony, and see it has several buds on it that are gonna open up. And you know, it is more of an old-timey flower. It just opens and looks really pretty, like a carnation or something. So it's gonna open soon. And then back here I have phlox, and then I have a million baby phlox. Oh, this phlox. I am saying phlox. Anyway, they have a pinkish purple, beautiful bloom that will stay pretty much all summer long. They're gorgeous, they're tall, they come back each year. Highly recommend them, and I'm gonna try to give some away this weekend if people are interested. I put these pansies in this pot, and it's looked really good all winter, but now, you know, it's starting to warm up. Back here I do have a fern that I've been hiding, and it looks like it's actually growing this year better than it ever has. And here I'm gonna have to step back for this sucker. This is the trellis that I asked my husband to build me when I first did this bed 4 years ago ish, and this is what is supposed to be a new dawn rose. It has prolific blooms on it during the spring. It's gorgeous. It's so pretty when the wind blows on it. Maybe this will be a better view. Yeah, it's so nice, and I bought it specifically from, I can't remember now, off the internet, because it was supposed to have blooms all summer long, and it doesn't. So it blooms in the spring, and it's fantastic and gorgeous and awesome, and then the blooms fall off and it doesn't bloom again until the next year. So boo, I was not excited about that. First year I thought I did something wrong. Yes, I put all these rocks in here myself. I love this area because it's getting mature and it's starting to look so nice. So anyway, hopefully I have my wall of Rose of Sharons as the summer progresses, and I get a little privacy and I can feel more zen when I do my meditation. But anyway, just wanted to share how beautiful this corner is, and it's cool out today, but still it feels nice. I have short sleeves on. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my video about my corner, and I'll see you next time.